So when it comes to owning your own home, it used to just mean buying your own place. But nowadays, things are different, especially in Toronto. More people are now exploring other options like investing in a pure investment property and then renting their own home, or buying a multi-unit home and living in one unit, which could be easier on cash flows and give you better returns. But how do these options actually stack up financially? Well, let's dive into this in this video. But before we get started, just hit that like button for us and make sure you subscribe to our channel. All right, let's start with renting first. Let's say you want to rent a 3-bedroom unit in Toronto, and according to Zumper, right now the average rents are around $41.50 a month in Toronto, or $50,000 out of pocket annually. Now compare this to owning your own home. In Toronto, you're looking at around shelling out 1% of a home's value on operating expenses a year and 4% on interest payments each year. On the plus side, real estate does go up in value over time. Let's be conservative and say it's 3% a year in line with long-term inflation. Now, capital gains doesn't apply to your own home, luckily. So once you add all of this up, you're out 2% net each year. And assuming a $1 million home, that's $20,000 out each year annually. So you're actually coming out on top with home ownership. But because you don't realize the appreciation gains until you sell, the monthly outgoing cash flows, which is different from your actual financial situation, would be more than if you rented. So now let's look at another scenario. Buying a home that's a pure rental property that you rent out, and then you would rent your own place to live. Now, this obviously has some benefits. You can probably afford to rent a nicer place than what you can afford to buy. And if you're collecting more net rent than you pay out yourself, it obviously has benefits here from a return standpoint too. And if your rental property has some positive cash flows after paying for all of the outgoing payments each month, then this can also help you pay for part of your own rent. You're gaining from long-term appreciation as well and equity gain each time you make mortgage payments. So this so far looks like the best option out of the three. Now I know you're waiting for the hybrid option, and here it is. The option that is getting more popular with young families is that they'd buy a house and they'd live in the main and upper unit while renting out their basement to help with monthly expenses. Now, cash flow wise, this would be similar to the last case, but the big benefit here is that you do save on the tax side, mainly from the capital gains tax, but also a little bit on the rental income tax as well. So if you don't mind living with tenants, then this could be the best option for starter families looking to buy their own home. Now, if you are looking to really maximize your returns in this hybrid approach, you can crank up the amount of space you rent out. Now, it will mean sacrificing your own personal space, but for some, like young professionals who aren't home all the time, or people who just travel a lot, this is something that is being done right now. When you do this, you do get a place to store all your stuff and live in Toronto when you're around, but it's not going to cost you that much each month. And because of this, you get rental income, you get your own place to live in, you benefit from long-term appreciation, and you still get some of the capital gains tax savings because part of it is your own home. So this ends up being the best from both a cash flow standpoint and a return standpoint, as long as it fits your situation. So as you can see, what makes sense financially might not be the best option for you because we are talking about qualitative aspects, your own home and your comfort level. And hopefully this video does help you understand how the various options stack up better from a number standpoint. Now, if you are looking to buy real estate in Toronto and you're trying to weigh your options, just reach out to our Toronto real estate sales brokerage. We're all about helping you make more informed real estate investing decisions with numbers that can align with your personal priorities. So just head over to this link right here to schedule a time to chat with us. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.